on the soul with it. Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? The Island Rex coming to you live with yet another video. If you're new to the channel, please be sure to click that subscribe button. I want to talk to y'all about Madden 2018. I haven't purchased the game, and I will not purchase the game. This is more like a Dear Madden, EA Sports. Dear EA Sports, I will never purchase another one of your games. I used to be like a huge Madden fan growing up, like when I was in, let's say, elementary school. I was like so excited to get a Madden game. I remember one Christmas, this was when Ray Lewis was on the cover, and I was just so excited to get Madden. I also got Grand Theft Auto that year, unpackaging that game. So I understand as a kid to like get a video game like that and to just because you use your as even when you get successful or anything, you're always using your imagination, and that's what's really important, to always use your imagination. And that's what I've always done. I would picture myself being in the video game and create myself in the video game, or just to be able to use my favorite players was just so amazing. But the reason I will never buy a Madden game again is because they're not improving, like they're not evolving. It's the same product every single year. The game almost seemed the same. I want to do in comparison to how like realistic. I don't know if they're gonna send me a copyright infringement, but I want to do a full like breakdown and a comparison with 2018 Madden, just like the recent Madden. Do you see how the ball just flew out of bounds? It's magically like the referee didn't come pick the ball up, or the player didn't hand the ball to the referee, because normally that would happen in the game, but it just magically just disappeared and just jumped, just kind of just pretty much glitched and went out of bounds. It was like that would never happen in real life. You want a game to be as realistic as possible, especially if you're paying your money for something that they advertise, and then like they might dress up a story mode and make everything just look like appealing, but at the same time, it's pretty much the same product and it's just not realistic. They're still selling the same exact product. The game motions are still the same. Even if you look at the feedback that the community has been giving them, it's just been like just terrible, and people are just really upset and really fed up. But it's like they failed to come to grips with reality that people want to see them. They don't even want to compete with 2K Sports. They, like people be like, I see some people where they're saying like, oh well, 2K4 was old. That's an old game. We need to. But the thing is, even if you go looking back at that old game and you actually just analyze and you look at everything, the game was pretty much ahead of its time, because the things they were so advanced. They were using things that Madden is just starting to use, or just started to use a few years ago. So by them, you know, um, being so far ahead of its time like that, it was just amazing. And the things that they were doing, as far as like they weren't doing like a ESPN or close up with Chris Berman type of thing. Like Madden wasn't doing that type of stuff. So the gameplay is like, if you look at Madden, it's like this robotic kind of movement inside the game that they use, and it just looked fake. Even NBA Live, like it just seemed the gameplay seems fake. It's not realistic. They don't improve. They don't have like, it's certain things that you can do on like NBA 2K, to whereas on like you go into like the GM mode, you got, or you go into my player, and in my player you can do different things. There's different type of rigorous training that you can go through that could build your player, and you can make your player a next star or superstar or what may have you. So that's why I just stopped buying Madden. I felt like they're jipping their customers and their supporters, in terms of like, you paying almost $60 for the same product that you got last year and the year before that, the year before that, the year. I say it's been almost 10, 15 years. I haven't seen no improvement. They're not trying to get better. It's just that, you know, NBA 2K like sports. I feel like 2K Sports. They use their imagination and they're so like they look at what's like going on in today's time, today's generation, and they use their imagination and they try their best to emulate what's going on in a real game. And like in terms of like the graphics, the sweat, everything. I'm talking about everything is to a T. The shoes. Um, Everything. And that's why NBA 2K is so popular the way it is, and that's why it's so successful. It has become so successful. So if they're successful, if NBA 2K could be so successful, just imagine what a 2K Sports would be able to do if they had, if they were in, making NFL products, and it's just not fair. They're not listening to, to the fans and the people who, really like football. They really want to have a football game that's close to NBA 2K. So they could at least, if you're not going to share it, at least give it up. Do something like to 2K Sports, and they're just not listening. And I try to go and find videos on YouTube where people are just as frustrated as I am, but I don't really see too many people. And if I see a lot of people, they're talking about old videos. And I also see people talk about, you see like you get a kid every now and then, like, a kid or a person be like, well, gameplay don't matter, you shouldn't focus on that. Yes, you should. Like, you want to be the best quality. I don't want to buy the same thing. See, as a kid, it's just like wrestling. As a kid, you be like, all right, I can, you don't care that wrestling is fake. Even if somebody tell you you're going to keep watching it, you'd be like, all right, wrestling is fake, and you'll keep watching it. It's not until you get older and then you actually analyze. So kids once they get older, a lot of times kids are looking, they'll be able to really pay attention to it. And for me, I really pay attention to detail and graphics. So I want the best product possible. But that's enough of my rant. Y'all get in that comment box. Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all still buy Madden? I refuse to buy Madden until they, can do what they got to do and get better. They're not getting better. They're not better than 2K, and they're not better than like even Grand Theft Auto. But let me know what y'all think. Get in that comment box, like, share, subscribe. I'm out.
Look, straight from the soul with it.